Joining us right now to preview the trip and take a look at the administration is Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. He is the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee and a member of the Oversight Committee. He's also author of the book, Do What You Said You Would Do, Fighting for Freedom in the Swamp. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
You bet. Good to be with you, Maria.
So what should we be expecting to come out of this meeting with the Saudis? I mean, just 3 years ago, he's telling us it's pariah state, and he wanted to ostracize them. And here he is, probably going to shake his hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know what this is about. This is about Joe Biden begging Saudi Arabia to increase production and help with the oil problem and the gas prices we have here in the United States. And it shouldn't surprise us. He's asked OPEC to increase production. He's asked Iran to increase production. He's asked Venezuela to increase production. Probably shouldn't be surprised that he's now going to Saudi Arabia to do the same thing, when instead we should be drilling domestically, opening up Anwar, allowing more leases on federal land, putting back in place the Keystone Pipeline. That makes sense. But these elites who live here in Washington don't seem to get the fact that folks in like West Central Ohio, North Central Ohio that I get to represent, where you make things, grow things, move things, $5 gas kills the economy. And that is the driver, the main driver in this 41-year high inflation rate we have.
Well, I mean, it just seems like it's such a hypocrisy. You know, your colleagues on the left are always praising the African-American community, the women community, and yet if those people have any conservatism in them, forget it, they will not stand behind them. It's a different story then. And then they're telling us that AOC was heckled on the steps of the Capitol. She's complaining, and yet no problem with harassing Supreme Court judges. Look at Senator Elizabeth Warren just yesterday, slamming the door on a Fox reporter. Watch this.
Senator, an activist group is offering to pay people if they send in the locations of justices. Do you think that this has gone too far at this point?
Yeah, Maria, the
intimidation. That's the end of the conversation.
Yeah, the intimidation by the left's attempt to intimidate the Supreme Court and intimidate pro-life Americans. I've never seen anything like this. There have been 50 crisis pregnancy centers and churches that have been attacked, vandalized, in some cases set on fire in just 10 weeks. So that is how concerted this effort is to go after the Supreme Court, try to bully and intimidate the court and pro-life people. We even had our witness, Catherine Glenn Foster. She now has to have a security detail because she testified 6 weeks ago and then came back to testify yesterday, and she had a security detail with her because now the threats even go to her. This is all an effort to intimidate. I don't think it's going to work because the American people get it. They appreciate what the Supreme Court did in respecting the Constitution and the sanctity of life. They don't appreciate this intimidation tactics, the intimidation tactics they are seeing from the left, all the way up to, I mean, think about this. We actually had an assassination attempt on a sitting justice of the United States Supreme Court. And Nancy Pelosi waited days after that until she passed legislation to protect the justices' families. That's how ridiculous this has gotten from the left.
Yeah, and then there's no comment whatsoever while they're doing a hearing after hearing of January 6th, and yet just totally ignoring these attacks on a man's life. The Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, what have we learned out of these January 6th hearings? I mean, I haven't heard any of these leaders talk about the issues that are important to Americans, like inflation, like the wide open border. So what have we learned during the January 6th hearings then?
Well, we've caught them in 8 lies. I mean, I know that. They lied about Bernie Kerrick's travels. They lied about Barry Loudermilk's tour. They lied about Jenna Ellis's documents. They lied about the note from Eric Hirschman. They lied about the Secret Service. They lied about me twice. We caught them just this past week. They said, we're not in the business of corroborating what witnesses say. Are you kidding me? What kind of investigation is that? Because according to what's been reported, Pat Cipollone said that their star witness a few weeks ago, what she indicated under oath on the in a hearing wasn't accurate. So and we've caught him in that many false statements, that many misrepresentations, and we don't get to see the evidence. We've yet to see any of the transcripts. We've yet to participate in any of this. So I think that, again, the country understands what's going on here. This is purely political, all designed to go after President Trump, all designed to try to keep him from running. I don't think they're going to be successful. I think he is going to run, and I think he is going to win, which would be great for the country.
So tell me about the business that could get done for the rest of this cycle then. You're looking at the August recess right here coming up, and then you've got the deadline on the reconciliation package that they want to push through, which is September 30th. Do you think anything gets done? I know Chuck Schumer is trying to still get a Build Back Better version through, although Joe Manchin yesterday knocked it down. They want to raise taxes by how much? $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion?
Well, God bless Joe Manchin, because I don't think he's going to go for a tax increase in the ridiculous spending they want. So that's the good news. We just learned today, just broke the story just broke last night, that they are coming after your Second Amendment rights. The Democrats have announced that they're going to go after a ban on so-called assault weapons. So like we've said now for a long time, they want to get rid of the Second Amendment. Republicans and conservatives are going to defend your First Amendment liberties, your Second Amendment liberties. We're going to defend the Constitution.
All right. We'll be watching all of that. Jim Jordan, great to see you, sir. Thanks very much.
You bet, Maria. Thank you.